Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm just shooting this little video here to, I don't know, talk about some things and see how everything's going this morning with everybody and kind of share some reflections and everything and enlightenments that I've kind of come to realize over the last couple of days, week or so. Stuff like that. As many of you may know, I kind of dropped off the planet like shit, I want to say maybe 5 months ago. Um, Completely stopped doing artwork, fell into a mental funk and a breakdown that just, consumed me. And apparently, it would seem that a lot of us around that time had the same kind of inclination. I'm starting to look around, I'm starting to notice that there was a lot of people who, over the last 6 months, 5, 6 months roughly, um, just went through some shit, man. Just went through some shit, got mentally broken. I'm looking at a lot of several artist friends. They don't seem to be in the right headspace anymore. They don't seem to be like themselves. Things just seem to be kind of going wonky, and that's happening with personal friends, stuff like that. I'm noticing a lot of people seem to be under a lot of weight right now with some negativity that's been going on for a while. Um, and me personally, at the time being cut off from the world and being cut off from, isolated from social media, stuff like that. I mean, I didn't know everybody else was kind of going through some shit too, for the most part, it would seem. And I think essentially what I've come to kind of realize is, or at least in my feeling and my beliefs now, is that over the last couple of months, I think the world, if not just the country, has been going through a shift of mentality, due to some kind of galactic intervention or universal intervention or something happening here. A dark time before the dawn, like basically you know, the saying is, as it always goes, um, the night's darkest just before the dawn. And I kind of feel like I'm seeing a lot more people talking about 2020 being the year of a lot of people's rise. This is the time to shine. This is the time to come back. And I'm honestly feeling that right now. I'm feeling that, in my heart and my soul and my body. Over the last couple of weeks, my mentality, my personality, everything has evolved and changed. My artwork, everything has taken a new level, a new tone, a new evolution. I'm not nearly as stressed as I used to be. I'm not nearly letting. I'm not letting people impact my emotional state. I've learned to control myself in a lot of regards, and maybe that was inadvertently the journey I was taking for myself, is to learn how to break a lot of habits instinctually that I needed to break. OCD, worrying about things, scrutinizing every little detail, over perfecting things, stuff like that. I also noticed some things about myself too, health wise. Sugar is very bad for me. Sugar is something I need to cut out completely. I'm working on that now. Um, Sugar, I mean, like I said, I don't know if I have a low grade diabetes or diabetic condition that just makes my body react to sugar in very negative ways. I've noticed when I'm in the absence of sugar, I seem to be, on par. I seem to be doing really well. I seem to have a lot more energy, a lot more motivation, a lot more whatever. And another side effect of diabetes, coincidentally, is it can lead to mental disorders like depression, anxiety, and other things. So I think, and it runs in my family. My dad was diabetic. My grandpa was diabetic. I mean, it runs in our blood. We have partial native blood, and I think I always believe that Native American cultures or indigenous cultures or tribal cultures seem to have a tendency, like, Eskimo culture, Inuit, whatever, Native American, stuff like that, seem to have a tendency to be more susceptible to, to conditions that are like directly related to shit that the white man had that the native cultures didn't. Like, European culture, stuff like that, had a lot more sugar and stuff like that. They kind of evolved their bodies to deal with that, and to consume that. At least processed sugar, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if any studies have been done on that or what, but it seems to be the case with a lot of indigenous cultures that runs in their bloodstreams, like Native Americans and stuff, having higher blood pressure problems, diabetic problems, stuff like that. Just saying, awful funny coincidence. But I think, getting back to my point, I think 2020 is going to be the year that a lot of fucking people come to their own. I think a lot of people are going to evolve. A lot of artists who've been held down and oppressed by the systematic commercialism of art are going to come out and shine. I think they're going to find their fucking their careers, their voice. They're going to find everything. And I think that goes beyond artists to everybody. I think 2020 for the world is going to be a huge change. We're already seeing it in our administration, our White House, and although things seem like they're about as bad as they're going to fucking get, I'm telling you, in my heart and my soul right now, I feel like this is the darkness before the dawn. This is the darkest point that we're going to get to, and we may get a little darker before it's all over with, but I think 2020 is going to sort a lot of shit out for people culturally, mentally, physically, world-wise. I think the revolution's going to begin. I think the new world's going to begin. I think we're going to come out and we're going to fucking set some of this shit straight and stop these fucking cocksuckers from destroying us. And that's what they're doing right now. They're destroying the world. Corporate globalism, shit like that is fucking consuming us, man. We can't live like this. We can't continue like this. We cannot deny people livable wages, Medicare, shit like this. Like, it's going to change. Like, it's going to fucking change. I know it. And we're going to change it this year. All of us together as one, not black people, white people, whatever. We're going to come together and unify. We're going to find more common ground. We're going to find the unifying factors. And I've said this before, and I'm going to state it again right here and right now. I'm going to tell you something. The Trump administration has done good work. And I'm going to explain that real quick before you fucking chop my head off. The Trump administration, inadvertently, by being so fucking bad, incompetent, and stupid, has done two things I can see for the world. Number one, it's never going to happen again. I hope Trump and his cronies and his cocksucking, neophytes enjoy this shit, because it's never going to fucking happen again. Believe that. Fucking believe that. People are so goddamn sick and fucking tired of this person right now. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he walked out of the White House and got killed the next day. People are so fucking sick and tired of him. And the goddamn people who are behind him, the goddamn militant right, the goddamn cocksuckers who are trying to turn this into Nazi Germany, it's not fucking Nazi Germany. It never was. It's fucking America. My grandfather killed and fucking almost died to stop this country from being Nazi America. And I'm going to be honest with you right now. I'm going to be real. If it comes down to me going out there and having to pick up fucking arms against my government to stop this from becoming Nazi Germany, I'll fucking do it in a heartbeat. I don't give a fuck where my life's at. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing at the moment in time. Everything stops to stop that shit from happening. Because our forefathers fought and died to stop this shit from coming to America. And the real talk about that shit is that, you ought to look into it, and I'm not going to go into it in this video, but you ought to look into the subversive or the weaving of Nazis into the American culture after the war and American positions of power, which you would be very surprised to learn how many high up-ranking officials and how many people had ties to the Nazi Party and came to work for America after the Nazi regime ended. You'd be fucking amazed. And now it's no surprise that you see subversive, very covert operations to instill Nazi ideals and beliefs of purity inside of our democracy. But that's one thing that the Trump administration did serve. It's never going to happen again. So I feel confident in that we will never allow it to happen again as America. I have a little faith in Americans still. Second of all, it has unified us. to a degree that I don't think any other president could. I see black people, white people, Mexican people, everybody talking. Not about race, not about anything else. I mean, they're talking about race and stuff like this, but we're getting a better dialogue toward each other. We're getting a better and clearer understanding. We're becoming closer. We're unifying despite the walls that they put up between us to segregate us and to stop us from coming together. We're fucking coming together more so now than ever because we can all agree, black, white, or other, that this is the dumbest motherfucker that ever existed in the fucking history of mankind. And that is a beautiful thing. And sometimes you need, and I hate to say this, but this is the truth, kids. Sometimes you need a Donald Trump. You need a Nazi Germany to fucking prove what you shouldn't allow to happen again. You need that evil to come along every once in a fucking blue moon to show you that you can't allow this to happen, and it can happen. That's more important, that it can happen. That Nazi Germany, the Trump administration, that ideals like this can exist, and we need to stop them from existing. This is the only way we get better as a people. This is the only way we evolve, is by the mistakes. It's trial and error. You got to understand that you're an animal that was formed off of fucking up and learning not to fuck up. Your evolution, your entire core of a human being, okay, was based on the fact of fucking up and learning not to do it again. Monkey touch fire, fire hot. Monkey not do that again. Monkey learned something. Monkey evolved into Pikachu. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to make it, guys. We're going to make it. I may not make it, but you're going to make it. The world's going to make it. And we're going to come out the end of this with a new fucking society and a new world. And we will never allow it to happen again. Take that to the bank. Take it into your heart and your soul and understand it's going to be okay. We're going to make it. And I know you might be in a bad and dark place right now, man. I've been there. But trust in me. Your time's coming. Be patient. Give tomorrow another day. Don't end it here. Just give it another chance. Every new day is a new chance for you to fucking shine, for you to improve. And that's all you need. As long as you're alive, man, you can do anything. So, for what it's worth, guys, I love you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.